There's something here in Indo that I don't know if you guys know. We have this thing called HTS, which is HTS, and it's short for hubungan tanpa status. It's basically like you're dating, but if anyone asks, you're single. It's like friends with benefits, but without fucking. You're just friends. But like y'all flirt and like go on date and shit. The only reason I'm bringing this up is because today actually one of my friends are complaining about like HTS, and I just remembered, chat. If you consider having a relationship like what I just explained, then I guess I was in one. Holy shit! I know. I guess I have been in one relationship and it's not even real. The only reason I'm saying this is because like I had someone I liked that liked me back. So story time. Here's the start of it. I like this person. This person likes me back. The thing is, this person is a very like, you know when you're with someone and you're kind of like, shit, I think they're out of my league a little bit. They are just too good. And I'm not saying that they're like insanely hot. They have a reputation of being quite the thing. You know what I mean? Like, they're popular and they're smart. Basically, they're like popular. Their parents are rich. So a lot of people have a thing for them. And I mean, you know, I did quite like them. It's not like they're ugly, but I don't think they're like the hottest person in the world. But like, you were pretty attractive. So, you know, it was like what? It was like a middle school, high school. And, you know, we met awkwardly enough in the hospital. Because back then, I go to the hospital a good bit. And this person was also in the hospital. And I was like, you know what? We're in the same hospital. I'll just like come over and say hi. And I said hi. And then like we started talking a little bit, you know? It was very sweet. It was very sweet. We started talking through line. So at first, this person ignored the shit out of me, which is fine. And then eventually, you know, we started talking more. And this person invited me out. Wow! Shocking! This person invited me out to like watch a movie together. And at the time, I have told you that I had like a really strict thing, so I couldn't really go out to watch any movie. Yeah, I got cock-blocked by my parents until like for a very long time. But I did quite like the person, so I was like, shit, I can't really go out to watch a movie. So we ended up just hanging at school after school ended. And that's like 5 p.m. on that day, I remembered. So we were hanging out in school and shit. And then like this person brought flowers. At that point, you think that like, wow, it's happening, right? Right? Like, wow, romantic flowers and shit. Obviously, I was like shocked because this has never happened to me before. And the person's like, I really like you. And I was like, wow, I guess I like you too. Wow, romance. We went home. I mean, I went home with a bouquet of flowers, you know. I have to fucking have an excuse, right? I have to be like, where the fuck did I get the flowers? So I told my parents what happened at that time. And my parents told me like, are you dating? So I told them that I'm not sure because technically this person never asked. So I texted them. I was like, does this mean that like, you know, we're dating? And this person said no. This person said not really. They sent like a whole paragraph explaining to me what they meant. They basically said that they liked me, but they said that they weren't ready yet. But at the same time, they don't want me to like be with other people, but they themselves aren't ready yet. So I said like, oh, I totally understand. And afterwards, like fast forwards a little bit, we hanged out, like we talked, blah, blah. I somehow managed to get like in contact again. This person is like loaded, like rich. And then they have a driver. So every time like I'd meet the driver, I'd be like, hey man, blah, blah. And like sometimes I just chill with the driver instead. At one point, I was like eating with the driver as we were just like chilling outside because this person had extra classes and I didn't. So I was just like trying to be sweet and wait for him. And the driver was like, by the way, did you take care of the flowers? And I was like, oh, you knew about the flowers? And he's like, yeah, I bought them. I was like, what? Like, yeah, I was the one that bought the flowers. And I was like, why? And apparently the driver spilled all the fucking beans. But the best way I can say it is that this person liked more than just me. And I guess at that moment, I was just the most convenient to like give the flowers to. I don't fucking know. I don't know, but that hurt my feelings a little bit. But and then the driver literally said like, I was wondering who he would give it to. It was either you or like this other girl. I was like, oh. So obviously, I asked the person like, hey, you know, I'm sorry for bringing this up, but like about the flowers bit, did you like get it yourself? And they're like, well, Kind of. At least I had the idea of getting the flowers. I was like, shit. You would think my clown ass would stop this bullshittery right there and then, right? No. No, I did not. I continued the bullshittery for like 6 months. I talked to him every day. Legit, give him the good morning, good night kind of a shit. Sometimes, on rare occasions, I will say I love you. Wow, I know, I'm a fucking clown. I continued. But now I'm looking back at it like, goddamn, I should have not. Basically, I was a simp.